Breaking news updates now on the special scheme that the government has just announced, one which promises to take care of those orphaned due to the COVID-19 pandemic. PM Cares for Children is meant to be empowerment of COVID-affected children and has been launched for support and empowerment of COVID-affected children. As the government says in a latest statement that has been issued, that they stand with children who lost their parents due to COVID-19. And such children will get a monthly stipend once they turn 18 and a fund of 10 lakh rupees when they turn 23 from the PM Cares Fund. So let me go across to Piyush with that latest breaking news update. Free education, monthly stipend, a fixed amount when these COVID orphans turn 23. Now, there are many such cases across India, Piyush, where children have lost both their parents due to COVID-19, and many questions have been raised on how to deal and how to help such orphans. And this is a big measure being taken by the government.
Well, absolutely, Niranjan. Remember that the government is very much active as far as looking into such cases are concerned. A couple of days back itself, Union Women and Child Development Minister Smriti Irani had also tweeted where she had mentioned about the fact that the government is very much committed to support and protect every vulnerable child due to the loss of both parents to COVID-19. She had also announced that from 1st April 2021, the state governments and duties across the country have reported around 577 children whose parents succumbed to COVID-19. So the government had exact data also where it was reported that around 577 children were there who had, whose parents had succumbed to COVID-19. And now today, a big development has been made where it has been decided, and we can clearly see that the government is now standing with the children who have lost both their parents due to the COVID-19. Now, these such children are going to get a monthly stipend once they turn 18 and a fund of rupees 10 lakh when they turn 23 from PM Cares. And also, the biggest point here is that the free education will be ensured for these children who have lost their parents due to the COVID. In fact, the children, are also going to get 5 lakh under Ayushman Bharat till 18 years, and premium will be paid by PM Cares. Remember that it was also being said by the government that these are the children who will present the future of the country, and even Prime Minister had pointed out about the fact that the government will be doing everything to support and protect these children. So, big step has been taken by the Prime Minister, by the central government as far as looking forward, to these kids are concerned. In fact, the government itself had the data also about these children, where we got to know that around 577 kids were there who had lost both parents because of the COVID-19. And National Commission for Protection of Child Rights was also very much active, and it had also sought all the measures to be taken to look for these children. And the chairperson had also returned to all these states demanding the data of such children. So today is a very big announcement which has been made by Prime Minister. We'll have to wait and watch as to how it is going to be implemented. But yes, it's a big sign of relief for such children.
Yeah, I think Bijoy Mishra is also joining us live now. Swapnil Kothari will be joining us live, senior lawyer, and Shekhar Vijayan, who's an author and speaker. Let me go across to Bijoy first. He's a consumer policy expert. Bijoy Mishra, we've, at least on record, we know that there are over 500 children who've been orphaned because of the COVID-19 pandemic. They've lost both their parents, and that's the official data, and we don't know how many more are there across India. But this measure that has been announced by the government promises, to these children that they will get a monthly stipend once they turn 18, a fund of 10 lakh rupees when they turn 23, and free education to all these children who lost their parents to COVID-19. Now, your first response, Bijoy Mishra.
You see, Niranjan, it's an excellent move, and I was expecting it from the Honorable Prime Minister. I knew he will come out with something very, very consoling and pleasing and heartening to the citizens. And I'm quite sure, we all citizens will be behind him to ensure that all the children who have become victims of orphanage, we will all make sure as citizens we support these schemes and we help the government to manage it. We have the resources in our country and we know that we can manage it. And I'm so happy today to hear this, because we were really concerned about the families who have been devastated, about the children who have lost their parents at a very young age, how to take care of them. And I'm sure there will be very robust and accountable agencies involved in terms of taking this forward. We have very good organizations in our country who can manage these kind of activities in terms of orphanage being managed in a very efficient manner. I only hope it is not left to the states to manage, because we all know how the states have been managing all these whiles. So I would always recommend the Honorable Prime Minister to engage professionals, professional organizations, very experienced NGOs to get engaged in this kind of an activity where there is a lot of transparency, lot of accountability in terms of the quality of service which will be given to the children, their family members, and it should go to the right beneficiaries. So identification of the families is also very important. I feel that there should be a robust system in identifying the victims and the families who have been destroyed because of this COVID-19 pandemic. I feel that it's a move which government should take it up in a very, very systematic manner, so that they get an opportunity to demonstrate to the citizens that we can win and we can do it and we can look after these children. And I'm very confident that all the citizens will be behind the government to take this forward. So once again, I thank the Prime Minister on behalf of the citizens, on behalf of all the members of the community, for making this announcement, because we were all wanting to understand how we will move forward, in what way they will take a policy decision. Because as you know, Niranjan, we have been working very closely, and we have been always trying to figure out how best mechanisms can be put in place to bring the beneficiaries in direct contact in terms of getting the benefits, and not allow any kind of a misuse of the resources which the Prime Minister has announced today.
Yeah, let me get in a word from Swapnil Kothari as well, joining us on the broadcast. Swapnil, taking you through the details of what we know so far: fixed deposit in the name of the child, 10 lakh rupee corpus set up for each child when he or she reaches 18 years of age, monthly financial support or stipend from 18 years of age, and school education for children under 10 years, school education, and there's a full breakup. And I think this is very good, because across India we've been seeing reports come in of many such cases where children have lost both their parents to COVID-19.
Niranjan, it's a fantastic move by the government. I mean, the centre is definitely taking this hands-on and taking the lead in this, especially, and setting up an example for the states here. For the simple reason that if the centre has had some glitches in handling the COVID situation hitherto earlier, now it's definitely coming out into the open and making up for it, if that is what the plan of the centre is. That look, there were certain glitches which were made. We should have hoarded the vaccines rather than exporting them. But obviously, in hindsight, everybody is an Einstein. So, one could not have seen the second wave. But regardless of that, this is a fantastic move, simply because, as the Prime Minister has announced, that the children are the future. And especially this is coming from the PM Cares Fund. So, there was a little bit of a ruckus which was created by the opposition, that PM Cares Fund, who funds it, where does the money go? And, this is not under the RTI Act, so people do not know. So all that shroud of secrecy has been completely blown off. And, all this money will be coming from there as well, other than, of course, other sources also, I'm sure, because the PM Cares Fund alone may not be sufficient to, look after the children of so many people. And the way it's been announced, insurance, healthcare, stipend, higher loan for education, etc. And, education is one great thing. I mean, it's a fundamental right now. So, obviously the Prime Minister is definitely looking at that aspect as well. And I'm sure he must have taken the inputs from the Law Minister as well, as to, this is something which we need to do any which ways, because, the centre needs to establish that aspect, that it definitely follows, what it's been propounding all along, that, we are very careful about the rule of law and order, and especially law and order. So this is something which, sort of takes a little bit of this from the fundamental right aspect. And other than that, what it does is that it it tends to dispel the gloom that seems to be shrouding this country. That, today we are taking help from other countries. Today people are sending, vaccines from abroad. India is still in the limelight for wrong reasons as far as, how many COVID. But, when one looks at 125 crore population, if 3 or 4 crores are infected, that's hardly anything, in my opinion. So this is something which, in fact, COVID has been tackled in an effective manner. It could have been better, but, there's always, the ifs and buts there, Niranjan. So this aspect, especially looking after the children, will go a long way. And not only that, but as Bijon said, that this has to be coming up right from top itself. We cannot just say that, okay, I'm giving this. If you remember, Niranjan, there was a Nirbhaya fund after, 1,000 crores in that fund every year or something like that, after, Nirbhaya case. I mean, people know today what has happened to that Nirbhaya fund. It's like, hardly any centers, some 22 centers have been formed only, as far as I read the last affidavit which was filed in the Supreme Court, which is shocking. And most of that money is lying rotten. So this is where the center will have to look at it from top. That, hey, have you done this? Has it gone to this child? There should not be any hanky-panky. There should not be any fake cases. People with both parents alive saying, Mere mummy, papa nahi hai, and, give me the money and all that kind of stuff. So this is where that's, the center will have to take it hands-on and try to ensure that this goes to the right people and ensure some sort of a discipline over the states, meeting it out. Because you see a lot of non-BJP states or even some of the BJP states may not do justice to what the Prime Minister, because they may not agree. Within themselves also there could be some sort of a difference of opinion, which there is always. And, they may say, this is too much of a largesse, especially when the country is facing such an economic problem. This money could have gone here instead of going here. Look at petrol, it's 100 rupees a litre. There could be hundreds of things, which may be playing there. So this is where the Prime Minister will have to take a hands-on approach. I repeat, otherwise this move itself will not be productive. And, things, unfortunately, Niranjan, what happens is that whenever the PM takes these bold decisions, if he does not look at them personally, they tend to be counterproductive. That's the worst part. I don't mind decisions not working out, not achieving the desired goal, but achieving a totally counterproductive aspect is something, whenever he tries to do something on a Republic Day, whenever he tries to control, some sort of foreign elements trying to step in or intercede in Arunachal Pradesh, etc., all those things. I don't want to get into those litany of details here and, bore this audience with politics here. But this is where I feel that the center, very passionately, I feel that, when you have these ideas in your head, you need to implement them and be there right on top. Spare some 15 minutes out of your great schedule of 18-hour work days and look at it yourself. You have only to press buttons and call up people and say, have you done this? Have you done that? And that's how it's going to go, because that is going to rebuild India's international stature. This is a fantastic move, in my opinion, provided it's implemented.
Okay, getting an award from Shekhar Vijayan now. Yeah, provided it's implemented. Yeah, Shekhar Vijayan is joining us. Shekhar Vijayan looking at the blueprint of, this new scheme for children or for COVID orphans, right? Will be used to give a monthly financial support or stipend from 18 years of age for the next 5 years to take care of his or her personal requirements during the period of higher education. On reaching the age of 23, he or she will get the corpus amount as one lump sum for personal and professional use. School education for children under 10 years, a child will be given admission in the nearest Kendriya Vidyalaya or in a private school as a day scholar. If the child is admitted in a private school, the fees as per the RTE norms will be given from the PM CARES fund. PM CARES will also pay for expenditure on uniform, textbooks, notebooks. Going through the blueprint, it's a very, very, the details that we have are granular, gets into the last detail. But as far as this entire issue of COVID orphans goes now, like everyone has been saying, of course, the focus will also be on the last mile delivery, but the intent and the move itself is being widely appreciated.
So, Niranjan, I think it's a brilliant move by the government. They're showing proactiveness here. And I think this government is trying to show that it cares, which is very important. And this government is also showing that they believe in intent. Now, action is totally dependent on the state governments about how they implement it. But I think that the Honorable Prime Minister is showing a proactiveness. We want to see him taking decisions like this. And when you talk about education, I think education is really important for each and every Indian. And I think he makes it a point to mention in all his discussions in Mann Ki Baat that education is the future of this country. And it goes without saying that. So I think what he's doing, and I think the decision taken by the government is great, because it also gives a sigh of relief to a lot of families out there who have lost the loved ones, and for children especially who have lost the loved ones. And I think somewhere education is the most important factor right now. And one sees that the government is really walking the talk. They are actually speaking in terms of what they talk in the discussions, in the video discussions, in the Mann Ki Baats, and actually also trying to implement it. So one sees a lot of proactiveness here. And as an Indian, I feel happy that we see this government which is making a move. Now it's up to us about how we execute it, how we implement it, and look at it as a strong move by the government in a more proactive manner.
Yes. Once again, going back to the details, the blueprint that we have, just to tell our viewers a little bit about this entire scheme. The child will be given admission in any central government residential school such as Sainik School, Navodaya. This is for children between 11 and 18. Between 11 and 18, child will be given admission in any central government residential school such as Sainik School, Navodaya Vidyalaya. In case the child is to be continued under the care of a guardian or grandparents, extended family, then he or she will be given admission in the nearest Kendriya Vidyalaya or in a private school as a day scholar. And if the child is admitted in a private school, the fees as per the RTE norms will be given from the PM CARES fund. We'll also pay for expenditure on uniform, textbooks and notebooks. I'm quickly going through the details for support for higher education as well, because a lot of people are asking about the fine print. The child will be assisted by obtaining education loan for professional courses, higher education in India as per the existing education loan norms. Interest on this loan will be paid by PM CARES. As an alternative, scholarship equivalent to the tuition fees, course fees for undergraduate or vocational courses as per government norms will be provided to such children under central or state government schemes. Now, let me get in one word from Bijon Mishra as well. Bijon, it's a very unique scheme, one that was very much needed. But like you said, and he made a very valid point. That is, okay, we're getting in some breaking news now. I'm just reading out from the breaking news. I think the Prime Minister has just tweeted saying, supporting our nation's future. Several children lost their parents due to COVID-19. The government will take care of these children. Government will care for these children, ensure a life of dignity and opportunity for them. PM CARES for children will ensure education and other assistance to children. Yes, getting back to the question, Bijon, of what Swapnil Kothari also said, must ensure that this is implemented and followed to the T.
Yes, Niranjan, while I was listening to you all and our esteemed panel members, it just struck me that one family should volunteer amongst the community to adopt one of these children. And every amenity which is being provided should not only be reached and accessed, but that family which adopts this child will bring respect and dignity, which the Prime Minister just now said. We need to look after the children in such a manner that they don't have any kind of a mental agony, they don't feel the void of their parents, and they are well looked after and loved, so that they grow up, as a real responsible citizen for our country, because they are our future, Niranjan, and we have to look after them. It's our responsibility. So I would always recommend to the Honorable Prime Minister that he should, with this scheme, also announce that the community, any family who wants to adopt them, should come forward in a voluntary manner, and the nearest child, to their place of residence, should be able to adopt one of these children. And that would be a great kind of a move, an innovative move, rather than leaving it to the state governments. I tell you, I again repeat, Niranjan, state governments should be kept at arm's length. Let the money of the PM fund come in and let it be managed by PM fund. And I would now tell everybody in the country that you can see in what manner the PM fund is being utilized. And this is what we need to demonstrate, that everyone who contributed into this fund, at that point of time did not know how it would be used. And the Honorable Prime Minister has gone ahead to use it not only judiciously, but use it in the manner which is most important and of top priority for our country, that is the future of our country, to look after the children. And this is what I would say, it is very comprehensive. The scheme is very comprehensive. We have to now only follow up to see that there are no barriers created. We have to see that those children are well looked after in a manner that they have all the respect and they have all the dignity which every individual citizen of our country desires. So I feel very happy about this. I hope through your channel we are able to reach out to the Honorable Prime Minister and convince him that we get the community also involved in looking after these children, which will be a great innovative move in our country. In my view, it has not happened till now.
Okay, I just have 2 more minutes left, but I'm just seeing that some more state governments are making similar announcements. This is the Karnataka Chief Minister who has just announced that his government will announce a Bal Seva scheme under which 3,500 per month financial assistance will be given to guardians or caretakers. Children not having guardians will be put in childcare institutions for quality education. They will be admitted to model residential schools. For children who finish standard 10, free laptop or tablet will be given for higher vocational education. Now, similar announcement was also made by Yogi Adityanath. I have about 1.5 minutes left on the show. So let me get a quick intervention from Swapnil Kothari and I'll get a last word from Shekhar. Yes, Swapnil.
Yeah.
It all depends on the implementation.
Right. Other than the implementation aspect, I would very much want that the state of Maharashtra also should be announcing these kind of things, because where there have been maximum COVID deaths, say Delhi, Maharashtra, I believe Uttar Pradesh also, now Yogi Adityanath has announced something, Karnataka, Bangalore was quite heavily affected also. So I would see more orphans in these kind of states as well. So in these states, particularly in these states. So I would expect that the state of Maharashtra should also be announcing a similar move on its own. Although I'm, at this time, I guess it's a little bit bereft of, money. But I think in some form or the other, dig into some reserves and try to pull it out and help out the children. Because other than the PM Cares Fund, which is going to cater to the country pan nation, pan India, there's only going to be a little bit of handfuls which are going to come to the states. And I'm sure that the distribution of this kind of a thing, if it's from the PM Cares Fund or the Consolidated Fund of India, is going to be equitable. It's not going to be that, this state gets 30%, this state gets 20%. So there again, you don't want that politics. So you want that the state of Maharashtra also should do something on its own. So this is my fervent request to the Chief Minister of Maharashtra here, that he should also take an initiative of this sort.
Okay, last word.
It'll be great.
Last word from Shekhar.
Niranjan, I think it's a great move by the PM Cares Fund, but I think it's also important that given the kind of reputation the PM Cares Fund has over the last few years, where people have been questioning it, I think this is the right intent by the government in terms of showing that they really care in terms of education. And I think the Prime Minister has been mentioning this in all his forums, that the children are the future for India, not just for India, but for the world. So I think it's a brilliant move by the government. I think what's really important is how it's implemented, how the state governments execute it. In terms of intent, I think it's great, and this is something which we are all looking forward to. I think it's a sigh of relief for all the families who have lost their loved ones, especially the kids. They actually have somebody, because I think money is really important right now, and the government is making is doing the right thing. I totally second this, but I really hope this is also executed very well, because India is a huge country. It's not easy to manage something like India, but I'm sure the government will do what needs to be done in terms of executing this right down to the last T.
Okay. Thank you for joining us, Bijon Mishra, Swapnil Kothari and Shekhar Vijay. Thank you.
Thanks, Niranjan. Take care, Niranjan.
Thank you.